What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Working on Project Ivy here. It's a 67 Mustang Coupe. Want to apologize, lost some video footage. Kind of moved from using my phone to now a new camera. So hopefully the video is clearer, audio is maybe a bit better. So I apologize in advance. I'm still learning how to operate this thing. But as you can see, I already got this quarter panel stripped and the rear sail as well as above the drip rail. I also shaved the drip rail off and have it welded. I would not say I am the best welder in the world, but it should do. Probably come back, touch it up a few times. Anyway, what I was using to strip the paint was one of these cheap Harbor Freight Bower units. I think it was $130. I'm using the 40 grit roller, so works fine. I've had no issues with it. It's variable speeds, so you can adjust it so you're not putting too much heat into the panel. And then when I got it stripped, I come back with some WD-40 and just wipe the whole thing down. Try and protect from any rust while I'm still working on the car. So anyway, thank you for tagging along. This is Project Ivy. Alright, so yeah, I'm far from done, but a dent there, dent down here. Anyway, a lot more to strip. Trunk lid, roof, the cowl, rockers, but now I want to move into cutting this drip rail off. you're gonna be able to see this, but it's a little smoky here. All right, kind of see it here. Got 2 sheets of metal. So this is the roof, and this is the structure underneath. And when it was together, essentially just a pinch weld. Oh boy, get you some better light. A pinch weld, and that was what made up your drip rail. So this bottom portion is actually kind of separate, and it's just spot welded here on the bottom, and it comes up to about here, about there. So what I'll do here is I'll get the spot welds out, and then I'll just knock this piece out completely, and then just slowly with the grinder bring this lip back to where it kicks out from the roof. So I keep this body line so it fades out down here, kind of bumps out all the way across the top, and it fades out into the A-pillar right here. So just slowly grind this back till it matches up, and then I'll come grab you then. All right, doors open. Let some of this smoke out. Didn't realize how thick it got. Anyway, back to what we were doing. So actually with the outside light, you can see it better. That body line that I'm trying to keep kind of fades out down here. So this gap you see is the separation. If I push up on the roof, well, maybe it's not completely let go. Anyway, roof, structure. So I gotta go in very slowly, work my way across, and just tack weld this together until I fill it completely. And then I'll go back and file it all. Go back and forth between the file and the welder until I can get it all worked out so that this body line looks good and I'm good with it. The drip rail shaved off and the roof and the structure welded back together. Gonna say right now, I'm not the best welder in the world. I'm self-taught, so it's good enough for me, and we'll leave it at that. I know a lot of people don't like shaving the drip rails off of these old classic cars. Their main concern is the car going to leak when it rains? And a lot of times, yes, it will, because you have nothing bringing that water away from the seal between the window and the window channel. I'm not really worried about it. This car is going to be stored in a garage. It's never going to be stored outside. If it is, it's going to be covered, and it's not going to be driven in the rain. So not a worry for me. This car is never leaving the family, so not worried about it at all. So I'm shaving it for the looks, and that's purely it. All right, got that weld bead ground down. As you can see, I think it looks pretty good. You can let me know what you think in the comments. All I used was a flap disc on a die grinder, angle grinder, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, Harbor Freight, and then some hand files. I got one with a radius and just a standard flat file, pretty coarse. Took the material off pretty quick, so you gotta be careful. I do have a couple voids that will need some attention, but I knew that was gonna happen, so I'll just come back with the welder and tack over those voids, grind them back down until I work them all out and I get the shape that I want. But yeah, let me know what you think. Drip rails or no drip rails, and put those in the comments, and I'll either agree or disagree with you. I think it's all personal preference, but personally, I kind of like the way it looks. Thanks for tagging along and making it to the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed something or took something out of it. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the drip rails or no drip rails, or if you even care. If you enjoyed the video, put a like down below. If you know somebody that might enjoy the video, send them a link. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. I appreciate you tagging along. This car's been sitting a long time, kind of using the videos to force me to actually work on it instead of it sitting here collecting dust. And hope you enjoy the ride, and hopefully we'll get this thing done eventually at some point in the future. See you next time.